I'm Mouse Jones. I'm Mack Wilds from Flora.
And we are
Guys Next Door.
I know this is a loaded question, so let me preference it properly. What are some of the more dangerous double standards? What are some of the more dangerous double standards?
Yeah, Shay.
That I choose to follow, or
that you don't
just
like?
that you know what? Yes, that you choose to follow. Yeah.
What I see as dangerous isn't what you guys are going to see as dangerous, but I think it's, for me personally, in the way that I'm hardwired, I find it very dangerous to assume or rely on the men around me to protect me.
Elaborate.
Like, not with me personally, because I have a pretty good gauge of it, but like my homegirl who y'all saw in the background, like there's been multiple situations, like bad situations she's gotten into with her alleged homeboys around, and they did nothing to protect her, nothing to shield her, nothing to help her at all in those situations. And I always tell her, your first mistake was believing that these niggas even cared enough to protect you. So I'm hardwired to always, I'm self-reliant to the point where I kind of, it's at my own detriment, because I don't know how to rely on anyone besides myself. And I don't know how to let people help me, but it's because I've never been in a situation where I've had my own back and it didn't turn out okay. But in situations where I was relying on somebody else to maybe protect me or shield me or whatever the case may be, it always turned left because they don't do what I thought that they were going to do for me.
Ryan, what are double standards what are dangerous double standards or gender roles, should I say, that for men? Like, what are some double standards or gender roles that you choose to follow that you see typically put men sometimes in harm's way or to a detriment?
Damn.
Yeah, that's a hard twist on a question.
That's super hard, because I'm the type of nigga to just stay away from the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
there's the reason that question is so prevalent is because gender roles, like Chase said in the beginning, these are social constructs. These are things that we don, right? These are things we wear, whether we like it or not. These are certain things that we wear. And like
I think I kind of got one. And tell me if I could be wrong. I could be like, if a woman, not necessarily even saying if it's your girl, just a woman that you're with, like friend, whatever it is, and she has a mouth. And she goes off on somebody who maybe it didn't need to go that far, but she took it to levels of, to suck my dicks. Like, nah, you need to do this. When, let's say the person, I'll tell a little story. I was with a girl. We was at a bar. A nigga threw a napkin. Like, he was at the bar. He didn't do it on purpose. He just threw the napkin. Being drunk, he threw the napkin over his head, like in a bar. Shit flew over his shoulder and landed in his shorty drink that I was with.
Right.
Okay.
But he didn't notice it. So I tapped him. I'm like, so she's, how can, so I tapped him. I'm like, yo, boy, you threw the napkin and landed in his shorty that I'm with drink. She's a little upset, but can you just, my fault. I mean, my bad, man. I was like, nah, you good? I was like, look, could you just buy another drink? Everything good. She just keeps going up, nah, you better buy me a fucking, and I'm just like, you don't need to do this. Let the man take care of it in that sense. But she's going off to the point where this nigga ain't by himself. I'm by myself. Now there's 6 niggas pop up out of nowhere. Like, yo, what's the issue? What's going on? So I, of course, get the situation right. I talk to homie. But in that situation, I hate the fact that when a man has control over it, or in a sense where you don't need to take it that far, but it's automatically expected for me to hop in and save the day. Now I'm jumped and beat up on the floor because you couldn't just let me handle the situation or not take it that far. I think that that standard is like, whatever I say, this nigga's gonna have my back regardless, even if I'm wrong. But I'm not putting my life on the line. I'm putting your life on the line, especially for a black male. Now, if it's a right situation for me to hop in, I'm gonna defend you at all costs. But if I'm like, if Mouse, if you tell somebody like, yo, I got this, like, let me handle this. We know it was wrong, but let me fix it up. Mind you, homie's apologizing and everything. It's not like he's like, fuck out of here. He's like, yo, I'm so sorry. Let me buy you another drink. Like, I did not mean for that to happen. I apologize. And the other person's like, no, fuck out of here. You better do that. That's the fuck you better do. It's like,
it's unnecessary.
For what? Now, if you get hit, Mouse, now what?
So that's tough, right? Because I've been in scenarios where I've never been in a scenario where a woman put me in that space like that, where, you know, she's agitating the situation. So I can't speak to that. I've never been in a situation like that. But I have been in scenarios where something like you mentioned happened where, you know, it was just an accident, but it impeded on somebody else. A drunk nigga knocked my homegirl's drink over. And it's my homegirl, never did nothing with it, knocked her drink over, but wasn't cognizant that he knocked the drink over. So he about to keep moving. And so before she could even react, I'm like, yo, my man, you just knocked the drink over. He's like, oh, my bad. And like he had a pause. Oh, you want me to get up a drink? I said, yeah. He was like, oh, all right, cool. And she was uncomfortable in that scenario. And he kept like apologizing, but he was drunk. So you know how niggas, yo, I'm sorry, man. Extras. And it's like now you're impeding her space. And I'm the type of person in that scenario where I try and remove the variable. Right? So I'm not even gonna talk to him in front of her. Come over here, let me talk to you, my man.
Facts.
Let me talk to you over here. Because I want to separate the two. Is that like a scenario like what's happening with you? I would like to think because the way I handle things, even in that, like, you know, in that instance where a woman is yelling, doing all that. Yo, let me talk to you over here, my man. No, focus on me. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you over here.
In that space, I would do that. But in the space that I was,
it was kind of impossible.
I'm at a bar. I'm like this. Like, it's really like, I don't know if you've been. There's a bar in LA called Association. Like, and it's downstairs.
Is that the one I went to you? Is that the one you took me to when I was out there?
No, not that one. It wasn't that one. It's another one that's not far, but it's like you got to go downstairs. It's really dark. It's really small.
Got you.
And when it's packed, and it's like you at the bar. It's like how we was at 333, but more packed than that. Think about it like there was no space to get to, like, it's packed. So if you're at the bar, you're trying to chill at the bar, get your drinks. But once you're at the bar, you can make your little, you know, got your little space. I know how it works in there. I used to live in that building, so I know everything, every corner in there. But in a way, it's no like, yo, if I was to be like, yo, come talk to me, it would have took us 10 minutes to get
just to walk through, and then by then it's just, yeah.
So, but I told him like, yo, I feel, because I'm the person that always does this. I hate people that just don't say like, excuse me, pardon me. I hate that. So like, when I'm in a spot, even if it's mad packed and I'm walking through,
I'm still saying, excuse me.
Pardon me, boss. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm coming. Right. Excuse me. Watch out. Excuse me. Pardon me. Like, that's just me. So if somebody ever comes and bumps me and doesn't say that, I grab him like, yo, boy, the word is my. All I say is, yo, the word is excuse me. Oh, my fault. I didn't. Yes, you did. Or you stepped on shorty foot. Like, yo, boy, you just bumped her. Like, that's just me because I'm that person. So in that situation, you know, I told him like, yo, boy, you threw the shit over your shoulder when that cup. Oh, he was completely, my fault. I didn't, damn. But she's just going so crazy, which if it wasn't me, if I was a more aggressive person, or if I was a nigga who followed everything that the person I'm with or my friend just went off of actions, it would have turned into something that it didn't have to be. Because I would have just took her side automatically. Nah, she said, get her fucking, nah, that's not how we going to do it. We going to do it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Then I'm going to spin around and talk to you like, yo, you got to chill. Like, I'm handling the situation. And if you want to be in situations where you handle it, that's where that masculinity shit goes. If you're going to step on my toes and I'll let you hop in that ring of fire, don't come at me crazy if something happens to you. Let me handle this the way I'm gonna handle it. And if it goes to another level, then I really take it there. But I don't have to right now. This is just a simple, there's a mistake. You apologize. You accept that you did it. You wanna fix the situation, what you were doing without yelling. And now it's just she was the extra part. She was the part that I needed to remove to have that. You know what I'm saying? Rather than removing him from the situation.